You have listened to Dr. Mato on this particular matter, Mr. Bello, and we are also taking this a little further to see if there's also, a role religion has been playing in all of this. Tell us about what you think on this.
Again, Dr. Mato, like I say, is somebody who tries to be dispassionate, and he's doing his best. He's trying to, look at this thing using all the known indices of all the known indicators that he theoretically he can garner. But then on the ground, for those of us on the ground who are seeing things from, clear perspective, you see, there are two errors most commentators are making. First is drawing a parallel between the Taraba saga and the Yar'adua saga. Two different things altogether. It's a crazy analogy. It is a crazy parallel.
Tell us the difference quickly.
Hello?
Tell us the difference very quickly.
Yeah, exactly. So, first, may so rest in perfect peace. Dambaba is alive. He's kicking. And our late president, may so rest in peace. So there are no, so certain things, I see people trying to draw allusion. But the other one, strongly, that I see Dr. Mato, the parallel is drawing, alluding to Kaduna State and the need for a Christian governor or a Muslim governor.
I'm sorry, I have to come in here very quickly. Just a reminder here. President Yar'adua was still very much alive when the doctrine of necessity kicked in, making the now our president acting president at that time, isn't it?
Suleiman, I've answered you. You see, the President Yar'adua, may so rest in perfect peace, is late and is gone. Governor Dambaba is very much alive. He's kicking. Now, more than anything, these are two different things.
No, maybe you didn't get. Sorry. I'm trying to. Maybe you have to listen again. Sorry, I have to bring this back to you. I'm saying that what you just said is telling us that one is gone, God to rest his soul, and one is alive. But I'm trying to say, let's look at it before his demise. The late president was still very much alive when the National Assembly, the Senate precisely, kicked in the doctrine of necessity, empowering the Vice President then, President Goodluck Jonathan, in acting capacity.
No, you see, Suleiman, again, I don't want to draw too much into that because I was actually coming to what Mato was saying. But again, like I said, there are two major errors everyone make. And like I said, the allusion to Yar'adua does not, anybody that is reasonable, sensible know that, look, it's not the same thing. It's simply just not the same thing. And in any case, we already have the benefits of the situations or of the rectifications of that situation in our own case. The Constitution has since been amended in certain relevant sections to actually give us a guide. So that was actually a situation where no one knows what to do. But now, clearly, the laws are there. It's clear. It's explicit for those who want to see. But the second one, and which is more fundamental, is what Dr. Mato said in his AIT interview, and he's saying, which is the fact that you see religion is playing such a big role. Of course, there's religion, but let me tell you how religion is playing out in Taraba. Taraba State is not actually, you cannot look at Taraba State and say, as a matter of fact, maybe people do not want a Muslim governor or they don't want a Christian governor. It's not the same thing. It's not like Kaduna State. In Taraba, we don't live like that. In Taraba, we are interrelated, Christians and Muslims. My name is Emmanuel Bello. If you look at the Bello component of my name, it's almost completely Islamic. Every family has got either a Christian or a Muslim. We do not live like that. We're not like even Kaduna State in a way. We are predominantly people that just, live together. We have no problem with having a Muslim governor. We have no problem with having a Christian governor. No. This is the kind of thing that, the man who is on the saddle right now, deputy governor, tries to do. He goes about trying to get the sympathy of a certain state and say, look, okay, well, they don't need me. But one thing you should get clear. Right now, one of the greatest antagonists to the whole Dambaba theory is a Christian, the Speaker of the House of Assembly. His name is Josiah. He can't get more Christian than that. He's the one who is setting up a pro-panel that also, in fact, he's so antagonistic to the whole idea of a Dambaba return, more than probably any Muslim in the state can do. On the flip side too, there are strong Muslims, powerful Muslims on Dambaba's side who are, Dambaba himself as a person is married to a Muslim. He's a Christian married to a Muslim. Those are the strange situations in Taraba. So you cannot come out and, draw a straight line and say it is a divide between Christians and Muslims. It does not work like that in Taraba. In almost every family you go to in Taraba, there's a Christian, there's a Muslim. So what is the problem? We need to go deeper than the analysis we're making now to know that, no, we're dealing with a deputy governor who is drawing on everything, sometimes pulling also religious sentiment, at times ethnic, at times regional, at times zonal, to ensure that he becomes the governor of Taraba State and takes the place of his boss. And why is he doing all this? This is somebody that the governor brought, and they didn't know each other. He brought him, and he became the deputy governor in less than 3 weeks of bringing him. This man had an accident. But since the day Tam Baba had the accident till this moment we're talking about, Ogarba, the deputy governor of the state, has got just only one agenda, which is that I want to be the next governor. It is an ambition that the rest of the world needs to condemn. It's an ambition that the rest of the world needs to look at, because it does not really make sense in the light of all that we hold there as human beings: honesty, loyalty, respect for elders. In fact, as a matter of fact,
gratitude. If I may come in here, you have said that that religion does not have a role in Taraba State. In fact, that all these permutations about bringing up religion, and this is about having either a Muslim governor or Christian governor, that is not the case in Taraba State. But I would think that, you would actually be happy that the State House of Assembly has set up this panel, because it should help clarify your position that the governor is not permanently incapacitated. Why are you not happy about this panel?
Okay, fine. Let's tell you why we're not happy about this panel. 2 things. One, the very ESCO that mandated the speaker, to set up the panel is an illegal ESCO. Now, Nigerians must rise up to the fact that, look, something is terribly wrong in Taraba State. There's a subsisting court order that Garba Umar, that's the deputy governor, does not have any rights. This is a court order to set up his cabinet, because first he sacked like 6 commissioners, and then 3 of us left. He didn't sack me. I left on my own because I didn't understand what he was doing, so I left the government. Nobody sacked me. So there are 3 of us that left. So he was left with basically 4 commissioners to run the state with. And there was a court order to say that, look, well, you have no powers, you have no right to set up any legal ESCO. He went ahead and set up an ESCO. Right now, his ESCO is peopled by, people that the court, unless if we don't respect the court. And in Taraba, let me tell you, court orders are not respected. I can assure you that. Now, a court order clearly says you shouldn't have an ESCO, but he has an ESCO. And now this is illegal ESCO, because if the court says you shouldn't do it and you do it, it becomes illegal. You have an illegal ESCO ab initio. Now, this illegal ESCO is writing the speaker, which is a legal entity, and asking him to set up a panel. If you look at the panel of doctors that were set up, just look at the constitution of that panel, made up of, the so-called professionals, people that are not in situ. Now, when you look at this constitution, you will know that it's not done in good. And like I say, they're giving a substituting court order again, even saying that, look, don't take any action as far as it concerns governance